Guys, I wanted to make a video about Virgil Hunter, and I understand why now Virgil Hunter's body language was what it was before the Terence Crawford fight. A lot of us were speculating, why is Virgil Hunter behaving that way? Why isn't he not that confident? Why is he acting that way, you know? And I think the fight, what happened in the fight, we got our answer. I think Virgil Hunter knew Amir Khan was way past his best. And that's why he wasn't saying it. That's why he wasn't that confident. That's why I don't think he thought Amir would win the fight. You know, Virgil Hunter's always been somebody that has been confident in his fighters. And that's why I was very surprised. I thought he was playing some psychological game with Amir. But I think Virgil Hunter didn't want to talk a tough game, right? When he knew his fighter was over the hill. Or his fighter was... His fighter wasn't the same fighter. So why would he want to make himself look like a fool when he knew that his fighter wasn't... There was a very high chance that he was going to lose. Because he knew that his fighter didn't have the attributes he once had. You know? So I understand why Virgil Hunter was acting the way he was acting now after the fights happened. And you can't really blame the way he was acting. Because, you know, Bomac was very confident because he knew Crawford was at his peak. And, you know, he was very confident that Crawford's skills would be too much. I'm sure he'd be confident even if Amir was at his peak. But Virgil Hunter knew how good Terence Crawford was. But he also knew that his fighter had declined because he's in with him in the gym. So he would know that what Amir Khan's got left. Because let's not forget, when Virgil Hunter first started working with Amir Khan, right? He was still relatively fresh and he still had a lot left. So Virgil Hunter would have looked at Amir Khan now and thought, he's a shadow of himself. You know, and a lot of people, it's irritating because a lot of people are saying, well, you know, Amir Khan fought Terence Crawford and that's why he looked so bad. No, that's got nothing to do with it. Amir Khan can fight anybody. He's fought a lot of top fighters. The fact that it was Crawford, it highlighted even more that Amir hasn't got what he's got left. Because I don't think even if Amir was at his peak, the way he got beat. Listen, like I said, I think Crawford would have had the edge even at Amir in his peak, but it wouldn't have been like that. That was really bad. That was really bad. You know, because Crawford had so much success in the fight. And it wasn't... And I just don't think you could have that kind of success with Amir Khan at his peak. You know, Amir Khan's been in there with some great fighters. You know, it's not like Crawford was so much better than the guys. He's a good fighter, but... come on. That wasn't good. That wasn't a good watch. And I think I understand now why Virgil Hunter was acting the way he was acting. Because I think he knew his fighter was well past his best. But obviously it's a fight and he's training Amir Khan. So, you know, he obviously was being diplomatic. He obviously wanted him to win, but I think he knew that he didn't have a great chance. Ed Robinson, who's a reporter for Sky, I don't know if he still works for Sky. I haven't seen him in a while. I think he's maybe in the back scenes, but he said it must be so hard for a trainer when, you know, your fighter takes a fight that he thinks he can win, but you know he can't. And I think that was the case with Virgil Hunter. I think Virgil Hunter knew that Amir Khan wasn't going to win this fight. And that's why his body language was the way it was. And that's why he was acting the way he was. Because, let's be honest, it doesn't matter who was in Amir Khan's corner that night. He wouldn't have won the fight. And actually, I don't even think he was following any game plan. Because he couldn't. You know, in the Canelo fight, he was following a game plan. He was boxing really smart. But when you saw him fight that fight, he still had a lot left. People got to realize is that was 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. That's a long time in someone's life, 3-4 years. You know, and remember, in those 3-4 years, he hasn't been active. He's been inactive. He's not been fighting. We don't even know if he's been in the gym that regular. So this is what I'm trying to say, that, you know, Virgil Hunter knew that his fighter wasn't there anymore. Because as soon as he went into camp, Virgil Hunter knew that, must have known straight away that he hasn't got that speed, he hasn't got that fire, he hasn't got those legs anymore. And that's why Virgil Hunter was saying that when he was asked, how do you think Amir beats? He said prayer and luck. Because I think he knew that his fighter didn't have it. So why he wasn't going to talk a tough game when he knew his fighter didn't have it in him anymore. So that's my take on it. And I think that's why Virgil Hunter acted the way he acted. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.